Punisher One Last Kill. This was a special that is on Disney Plus for you guys to stream that I was pretty impressed with. Pretty impressed with. Now, obviously, there were some flaws. I know everybody's posting about it, whatever. But overall, story that it gave me, really feeling. Once again, this is another John Bernthal project that he was a part of that he was killing. My goodness. Like, when it comes to John Bernthal, I am so, like, impressed with his dedication to different projects. Like, I'm trying to remember the first thing I saw him in. I think it was him playing the Punisher in Daredevil, and then watching him play in King Richard, the coaches of the Williams sisters. After that, him being, I'm trying to remember another. I mean, The Walking Dead, obviously. I'm trying to think of something else that I've seen him in. I've seen him in a lot. I just can't remember it off the top of my head. But he's a talented actor, man, and he shows that. Like, switching from Gary to this, like, hearing how his voice changes, but then, you know, he's playing two messed up characters. Like, Michael definitely had a lot of stuff going on that was messing with him in stinking the Gary episode that we saw on The Bear. And even just in The Bear, from what we were saying, he really was going through some stuff. But nothing tops him playing Frank Castle. And let me tell you something. My bad, that's a joke if you guys have seen, you know, a stinking John Bernthal movie or anything. Let me tell you something. This man was really going for it as Frank Castle in The Punisher One Last Kill. If you guys don't know, this is a special by itself, its own thing, a 40, 50-minute short film of just primarily The Punisher. And this is him living on his own. And I believe this is after he got out during Daredevil Born Again Season 1. And it's just him trying to live, man. That's what I thought it was. Bro, he's fighting major demons. He's on his own, living in the projects, going through it, drinking away, exercising to the point of exhaustion, hurting his body. And I'm thinking there's probably going to be more to it. But then there's a scene where he goes to his family's graves and he's sitting there, and on the walk even to there, the city is a mess. It is a mess. There's crime everywhere. There's messed up people committing terrible violent acts. And he's just walking through. And you're thinking maybe he's just doing it because he's probably not in the mood. But then this is what's me leading up to him being around his family's graves. He was going to kill himself. Yeah, that's how messed up he was. He was going to kill himself. And I was like, holy crap. How bad is it right now currently that you're just like, I'm just done, man? Like, he literally was just like, I can't do it anymore. And eventually, spoiler alert, he ends up not killing himself, which I'm very happy for. But while he's heading back, because I think the one thing too is he's trying to find a reason to live. And that's kind of what was messing me up, because I'm like, bro, he's been through so much. I was like, if that's what takes the cake, I'm like, holy crap, that's a crazy way to end it. But I don't know, man. Like, all of a sudden he goes back and he's heading home. He's like, I'm not going to end it. I'm going to just keep trying to find a reason to live. Next thing you know, there's a woman who apparently put a bounty out because he killed a whole bunch of people, part of the Ganucci or the Nucci family. And even still, he's standing there with the most, like, emotionless face, going like, okay, whatever. He goes into his apartment building and he's just laying there, sitting there, going through all these memories, all these different hallucinations. And eventually there's people that start attacking these projects. And the way it's shot was pretty cool. I was kind of iffy with some of the action shots that they had, but the gruesomeness that the Punisher started killing these people with was insane. Insane. I don't know what it is. Whenever he does that grunt, when he's like, or something like that, my bad, that was probably loud in the mic, but it creeps me out. It creeps me out because I know, like, right when you hear that, you know he's about to, like, do the most massive punch, kick, stab, start shooting, sticking Gatling gun at somebody type of feeling in it. But oh my goodness, I just feel for him. And I don't know if there's ever going to be a movie where I'm not going to feel bad for John Bernthal's character that he's playing, because every time, man, something bad is always going on. Always with his characters. It stresses me out. But the short film was really cool. I really like the way it was shot. I really love. It was giving me a little bit of Judge Dredd vibes of the futuristic version of Judge Dredd, though. The 2000, I want to say 14 or 15 movie, not the one with Sylvester Stallone. But it was like the whole them going up the projects and fighting their way through to get to a certain type of person. Except this was him fighting down out into the streets projects type of thing with the Punisher. And I really liked it, but I really liked also that this showed us more of how much he still regrets or feels guilty for the deaths of his family. And once again, I feel for him, man. I feel for him. Like Frank Castle, ever since Daredevil, I've always loved Frank Castle. Always. Like, especially John Bernthal's version, because I know there was another version of the Punisher that was out on Netflix, or not even Netflix. They might have the version on Disney Plus now. I never got to watch it, but I heard that one's really good. But the TV show for season 1 of Punisher is so good. I'm almost done with season 2, but he is such an interesting character. He's such a cool character, and he's a dude you really want to root for. Not just because it's John Bernthal, but because it's a dude who just wants justice for people, who wants to punish those who are doing evil. And it almost seems like he had his own version of being born again in this special. Like in Daredevil Born Again season 1, he had his moments, but I feel like he was still on edge, still like kind of trying to quit, kind of not trying to be there. But this one feels like it brought him back out because it gave him a reason to keep fighting. Earlier in the special, there was a family who runs a sandwich shop or a bodega in the area, and obviously there were some people causing trouble, messing with them in this little area because that's how bad crime has gotten. But it looks like he goes there almost once or twice a week. It didn't really give us that information, but he obviously has their attention. Like the daughter who was the father, or the daughter is the, I don't even know how to explain it. Just there was a daughter in the sandwich shop. Her father owns it. And she obviously knows who Frank Castle is. She keeps seeing him every single time. But when Frank Castle saves them, it was a very touching scene to see her thank him and then give him a colored rose type of thing to him. And it was just a very good moment because going from almost killing yourself to getting another reason to live was a really good scene. And I think that is something that just brings him back. And I think this goes into Spider-Man Brand New Day. I think it does because I know a while ago there was an announcement of a character that I honestly didn't know who he was going to be, if he was going to be a villain or if he was just going to be, what's it called? If he was going to be like a side character. I think now he is a side character, and that's Andre Royo. It was announced that he's going to be in Spider-Man Brand New Day, and he happens to play the dad, Dre, in this short film episode of The Punisher. And he was the father of the daughter who gave the Punisher that rose. And it's just so nice that those two, I want to see if they're going to play an impact on these heroes right now. Like the Punisher came back because of this. Maybe Dre is going to play a part in helping out Peter Parker on his lowest. But I thought that was really cool that he was in this, and I think this leads into Spider-Man Brand New Day. So I just want to see how this plays into it. And I don't know, man. This was John Bernthal, man. I don't know. Every time I watch him, bro, you make me feel so bad for you. I want to enjoy stuff. I do enjoy stuff, but I feel way more pain when it comes to the stuff he's doing. But I was impressed with it. Fighting was pretty cool. The rage scenes where he's shooting at people really cool. But I was way more impressed with the moments of him going through his PTSD, going to his family's graves, and then explaining why he's tired and done, and then having a reason to live, to keep fighting on for the people. But yeah, I would highly recommend you guys watch this if you guys have seen the Netflix show. If you guys have only seen the Netflix shows, this is definitely something you need to watch. If you haven't seen Marvel stuff, this would be a good thing to watch, especially if you're a fan of army movies. I feel like you'd watch this because there's a lot of times I used to watch a lot of like military, like army, like save, do a certain mission, get out of it, a lot of carnage, whatever, because I thought it was cool. But this gives that vibe. This definitely gives one of those vibes, and I think if you love that type of action, war movie type of stuff, this gets close. This really does. But even those PTSD moments that he had when he's hallucinating, having a lot of like people in his ear yelling at him, and he's remembering. What I'm thinking is how his Marine Corps training went was very tough to watch because I don't know. It seems like this dude just never had a break, never. And once again, I feel bad for him. But I would watch this if I were you guys, and I'm gonna give this an 7 out of 10, a high 7 out of 10. I was gonna give it an 8, but I just needed more. I needed more, and I know it sucks to say because I'm praising it, but I really wanted a little bit more. I really did, but definitely very interesting. I love the trend that Marvel's going on right now with how they're releasing their stuff. It's so cool to go from Daredevil Born Again to this, and then to eventually Spider-Man Brand New Day. I don't even know if we have anything else after that. I know Vision Quest and then Avengers Doomsday, but they're on a really good roll, especially Wonder Man before that too. But Marvel's doing a very good job. Keep it up. And the street level stuff that we're like watching, unbelievable. Keep it up. But definitely watch this, guys, for real. It was good and it was easy to watch. So take 40, 50 minutes out of your life and check it out.